If you've ever felt disconnected from your intuition, your spirit guides, or even yourself, you are so not alone. That feeling of being lost, kind of wondering if you're doing it wrong, or you're fearing that you're just kind of imagining everything. That's exactly what we're talking about today. Because in this episode, we're diving into how science and spirituality can actually support each other, and how healing and reconnection can happen when we approach it all with curiosity, compassion, and even just a little bit of humor. Here's what we're going to cover today. 1, we're going to look at the science behind spiritual connection and why feeling blocked isn't really your fault. 2, we're going to look at how to begin trusting your own intuition again, even after self-doubt. And 3, we're going to look at how building a supportive community might be the missing link. So with that, let me introduce you to my guests, Will and Karen. You're going to hear about their stories, their struggles, and their take on what it really means to grow spiritually while staying grounded and open-minded. So let's get right into it.
It's really incredible because so many people are going through these really difficult challenges or spiritual awakenings or even both at the same time. Yeah. And yet it's becoming more normal, more common.
Yeah.
It's still not quite mainstream yet. So that's what we're kind of trying to do, help, because it's the doctors, the computer people, the accountants, all of these normal people that are going through this, and they're all afraid and they're all alone. And people are sending us messages now saying, I don't have anyone I can talk to about this.
Exactly.
So, thank you, because now I know I'm not the only one.
Now, this really hit me because so many of us feel like there's something wrong with us, when we're feeling disconnected. But what if the problem isn't you? Maybe it's the noise and all the pressure around you. For me, it was, okay, I'm experiencing these things, but I'm still so much of a materialist, still so much of an agnostic. I had to have something prove it to me, and the only way I could bridge the two was quantum physics. Suddenly, quantum physics proved everything for me. I mean, to the point where you could say, okay, everything is energy. Look at a carbon atom. Expand the nucleus to the size of a golf ball, the electron would be 2 miles away. Everything else is empty space. 99.99% of everything is empty space filled with energy.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all energy, right? I think I just read an article a week or so ago that the scientists found the first evidence of string theory. And if you know anything about string theory, that's like the holy grail of this type of thing, right? String theory could explain everything in a way where people can now say, this isn't fantasy, this isn't woo, this is science, this is actual reality. And that, to me, to someone like me, you and I, that's like, oh yeah, that's exciting to us, because now we can wrap our heads around. Now, having said that, I'm not sure where you are in your journey, but on mine, I have found that now that I've gotten that science wrapped around my head, and it's given me an excuse to then allow the magic to come through. And the more you allow the magic to come through and not get stuck on, well, what's the science behind it? All of a sudden, even more stuff comes. And then you start experiencing stuff that you couldn't have experienced if you hadn't been willing to suspend your disbelief. And now the magic really takes off. And that's when the fun starts.
Now, this part blew my mind because it really explains why your intuition can feel clouded. And it's not because you're unworthy or unbroken. It's because your brain is doing exactly what it's actually designed to do. And you can actually work with it.
You think that you are the Matchbox car. You're actually the boy playing with the Matchbox car, believing that they're the Matchbox car. So we are much more, we're walking around on the world thinking we are these bodies we inhabit, when we're actually the consciousness that is controlling these bodies. Yeah. But we forget. We think we're the Matchbox car. And that's never left me, that thought process that I'm actually the kid playing with a matchbox. Right. And when you think about it, it's kind of ludicrous to feel that there's really only one way to think, right? Yeah. Just look at our fingerprints. No two are the same. So how can our spiritual path possibly be the same? Everyone has, it's a very solitary journey. Yep. You can be accompanied, but ultimately you have to go within yourself and find your own truth. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to present as many different truths or paths as possible. so that you can cobble together your own spirituality. Because there is no two alike, really. Because you and I can agree on a lot of things, but we're going to find something that's kind of just maybe slightly not the same. And that's the beauty of it, because then we talk about it. And then I learn from you and you learn from me and vice versa. Yeah, I tell you what, you're so right. When I started to decide to slowly, little by little, surrender to the universe, that's when the magic started happening. I'm still hanging on for dear life. I'm trying not to. But the more I surrender, yes, I'm digging in. But the more I surrender, the more sweet I'm finding the world to be.
And it becomes harder to hang on, doesn't it? Like you're hanging on with one arm and all your weight's on there and it's getting heavy and you're like getting down one finger.
Right.
Just let go, baby.
Now, this really helped me reframe the idea that I was somehow doing it wrong. Because if you've been feeling blocked or struggling to connect, it's not because you're broken. It's just that no one really taught you how to trust your own process, your own intuition. Because when I was first starting out my spiritual journey over 20 years ago, I felt exactly the same way. Kind of like I was missing something. I'd try to connect, but nothing really happened. I doubted myself constantly. I even questioned if I was just kind of making up all in my mind. I thought it was kind of crazy. But over time, I learned how to tune in, right, like a radio, how to trust what I was getting, and how to build a connection that actually felt real and safe. So if you're in that place right now, kind of feeling lost or wondering how to reconnect, I made this video, and it walks you through the exact steps that I use and I teach. I'll link it right here. Now, definitely give it a watch after this. If this conversation just spoke to you, even just a little bit, then I'd love to invite you into the Soul Growth Circle. It's my community designed for people just like you. Spiritual seekers who want a supportive community, real connection, loving guidance, and teachings that go deeper but still feel grounded, kind of like we looked in the episode. Inside, you'll find a supportive community, guided lessons, live calls, and tools to help you reconnect to your intuition, your purpose, and your path, all in a safe, judgment-free space. And you'll find the link in the description below if you want to learn more. So that's it for today. I hope something that Will or Karen shared gave you a spark of recognition, that sense that you're not crazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. Well, let me know in the comments what stood out to you the most. I really love hearing your stories. And if you're looking for more support, more heart, this kind of conversation is really going to help. So I'll see you inside the Soul Growth Circle. Bye for now. This is Chris.